said 50, but I didn't know Jimmy.
They're gonna go white flag this time.
And guess what? He didn't either.
A lap and a half away from going green. Brian Nestor, Don Skaggs, Greg Stapleton, Jeff Lane. Lane doing triple duty. Had a little bit of trouble in the Super Series event. Going to try to redeem it here starting on the outside of row number 2. Joe Axum had a great finish in the second spot a couple weeks ago. Going to try to do it one better and take the checkers here. Brian Nestor has other ideas, though, starting on the pole. Going to be tough to run down the 11. Pace trucks off, picking up the pace off of 4. Here they come, green flag. The veteran Don Skaggs gets a good start on the outside. Nestor trying to battle back hard, but unable to do anything. Skaggs going to lead him into 3 for the first time. Don Skaggs leads lap number 1. Nestor having a little trouble on the bottom. Jeff Lane going to make the move as problems back in the pack for Travis Stepp. Still clean and green, though, as everybody straightens it out. Skaggs coming down to lead lap number 2. Nestor still dropping back. Chris Tomasic now with contact in the turn 2 wall. Still clean, still green as they come around. Skaggs still leads. Jeff Lane second. More problems for Tomasic. Chris Tomasic made contact with a turn 2 wall, then once again in turn 4. All kinds of trouble for the 17. Battle for the lead. Jeff Lane trying to take a peek under Skaggs. Skaggs holds him off for now. Now your top 5 cars all on a line. Skaggs leads Lane, Tomasic, Joe Axum, and Brian Nestor, your top 5 cars. Harold Scott and Chris Tomasic both off. Smoke from the left rear of Greg Stapleton. Tire rub on the 21. He's going to have to go to the bottom. Probably going to have to come to the pits. New leader, Jeff Lane, grabs the top spot away from Skaggs. Tomasic trying to follow him through. Mike Stacy nearly makes it 3 wide as he takes a look under Brian Nestor. And your fast qualifier, Chad Poole, also making a run to the front. Seven laps in, 33 to go. Jeff Lane, Tomasic, and Axum bumper to bumper down the backstretch. Stacy now grabs the 4th spot. Nestor wants 5th. Two drivers on the move. Mike Stacy coming from the 9th spot up to 4th. Chad Poole started 10th. He's looking for 5th. Poole all kinds of sideways. He still gets the run on the bottom. Going to take the spot away from Skaggs down the backstretch. Four-car breakaway up front. Lane still leads. Tomasic right there in his tire tracks. Chad Poole and Terry Fisher Jr. going to try to run down that front group. A little farther back, Brian Nestor finally going to make the move around Don Skaggs as he's lost a lot of spots. Kyle Jones following him through. Mike Stacy taking a look under Joe Axum. And looks like Stacy's going to clear him into 3. Give Stacy the 3rd spot. Jeff Lane now starting to stretch it out, about a 3-car length lead over Tomasic. Stacy all over the back of the 7. Gonna be 15 laps completed at the line, 15 in, 25 to go. Chad Poole on the move, looking for another spot. Side by side with Axum off of 4. Poole moves up to 4th, Axum back to 5th. Tomasic gets loose, Stacy makes the move. Wheel to wheel down the backstretch. Stacy looking under Tomasic. Tomasic shutting the door. Stacy finally clears them through 1 and 2. Mike Stacy now has 2nd, gonna only 2 car lengths up to Jeff Lane. 18 laps complete as they flash by the start-finish line. Mike Stacy from 9th, looking for the top spot. Jeff Lane holding on for now, but Stacy has a good run on the bottom. Still side by side for the lead. Stacy inches ahead now down the backstretch as they're coming around for halfway. New leader, Mike Stacy at the halfway mark, 20 laps to go. Battle shaping up for 3rd as Poole takes a look under Tomasic into 3. A lap car of Ralph Baxter. Stacy clears them. Lane as well has no trouble with Ralph Baxter. Your top 6 cars all on the same straightaway. They've broken away from 7th place Kyle Jones by almost a full straightaway. Your fast qualifier, Chad Poole. Whoa, contact. Poole makes contact with the left rear of Tomasic. You see heavy smoke on the right front as Poole has broken something on the right front when he made contact with Tomasic. So your 3rd and 4th place running cars both having problems. Possible overheating issue on leader Mike Stacy. We'll keep an eye on it. But the 4 possibly overheating. See if this caution helped or hurt the overheating problem for Stacy. But as it is, he's the leader off of 4. And green flag. The 28 of Terry Fisher Jr. jumped to the bottom a little early around Joe Axum. Stacy pulling out. The 28 of Fisher starting to put the pressure on Lane for 2nd. Fisher and the 2 of Kyle Jones both got good restarts passing the 42 of Axum. Stacy starting to run away a little bit as Lane's struggling. Fisher once again looking low, but nothing doing. Mike Stacy, 27 laps in, 13 to go. 5-car pack battling for second through sixth. Fisher trying to find a way, now looking to the outside of lane off of 4. 11 laps to go as they cross the start-finish line. Lane still holding on as Fisher's putting all kinds of pressure. Fisher knows he's running out of time as he sees Mike Stacy getting farther and farther away up there. Gonna be 9 laps to go for Mike Stacy at the line. Battles on for second. Fisher alongside now. Lane has to give him the bottom and Fisher loses it. Contact. Fisher dove it in on the bottom. No grip. Car slid sideways, made contact with the 26 of Lane. Both cars went around. Fortunately, nobody else collected. But once again, problems up front. Fisher had the position alongside Lane, but lost it on the bottom.
All in favor, say aye.
Pace truck picks up pace. Gonna drop off the exit of turn 4, turn it back over to Mike Stacy. Kyle Jones now up to the second spot. Has 9 laps to try to do something with Stacy. Picking up the pace off of 4, green flag. Damon Breedlove making a move on the bottom. He takes over the 6th spot from Don Skaggs. Burba also following through, so Skaggs dropping back on that restart. Up front, Kyle Jones right there with Stacy. 8 laps to go. About a 2-car length advantage for Mike Stacy over Kyle Jones. The top 2 have driven away from Joe Axum. 7 laps to go as they flash by the start-finish line. Single file through the first 7 or 8. Chris Jennings now looking on the bottom as Skaggs continues the free fall through the field. Mike Stacy not getting away like he has on previous restarts, but Jones unable to cut into the advantage. 5 laps to go. The 2 team cars starting to have a battle heat up for the 4th position. Burkett has it. Nestor trying to take a look on the inside at the exit of turn 4. 3.5 laps to go for Mike Stacy. Kyle Jones with a great effort coming from 15th to 2nd, but looks like he's going to come up 1 spot short. As Mike Stacy now has about a 10-car length lead as Joe Axum starting to close in on Jones. Gonna see the white flag. Mike Stacy one more time around the half mile. Stacy got to the front at halfway and never looked back as he works his way off turn 4 for the final time. Checkered flag flies for Mike Stacy. Taking it over Kyle Jones, Joe Axum, and Burkett and Nestor rounding out your top 5 for the Top Speed Fabrication 40.